If you've been cruising the supermarket aisles and noticed that your wallet felt light and your chest felt tight, you're not alone.
I've noticed the prices going up quite substantially.
A bit pricey for sure.
The percentage of households experiencing stress because of their grocery bills has gone up.
Comparison website Finders found, as they do, that the average household's now forking out $185 on their weekly grocery shop, 25% more than a year ago.
It's about $2,000 extra a year for the average Australian family, so quite a lot of extra expense to bear.
Ouch.
Of the 1,000+ people surveyed, 43% put groceries on their own personal podium in terms of stress.
In fact, the same percentage of households who are stressed by their mortgage or rent costs.
As for why, it's the usual suspects. No, the other usual suspects. Petrol prices, natural disasters, labour shortages, COVID and so on. If you fancy a fun-sized portion of good news, try this.
Hopefully, we'll see inflation drop towards the end of the year and those prices come down.
And in the meantime, try to shop smarter, not harder, like these guys.
You have to look for the weekly bargains and the weekly specials. I think that's extremely important.
Do the first half of the shop at Aldi and then you fill in the gaps elsewhere. That's kind of what we've been doing.
That's the reality out there, and I just don't know how families have got 3 or 4 kids are actually coping. Everything's gone up, and I guess people are buying cheaper cuts of meat or, using leftovers to serve up for lunch the next day. But if you add electricity prices, petrol, which has settled a little bit, rates, mortgage payments, it's very hard for people.
Yeah, demand on food charities has been the highest it's been in 15 years. And when you think like $40 compared to this time last year, $40 more we're paying, and it adds up.
So why does the government keep telling us inflation's running at 8 and Finder says that food prices have gone up by 25?
Well, they didn't say prices. They said that's how much the average family is spending.
More on food.
Yes. So that could be that they're buying... The average family buys things that are more than just what the inflation figures are accounted for. It could also be that some families that were eating out more have decided they can't afford to do that, and so they're spending more at the supermarket. Either way, though, it's going up a lot.
And wages are not tracking that.
No, well, obviously. But I think what's interesting... Remember there was that report that came out saying that the Australia Institute report saying that price gouging is a real driver of inflation, and supermarkets are among that, right? That they're taking advantage of the inflationary environment to charge more than they need to because of the extra costs they're getting. I think the government needs to form a view on that. And
Well, that
take
comes
a
down to
position
competition, doesn't it? I mean, the big two, Coles and Woolies, obviously.
Yeah.
Aldi must be attracting a lot of customers as well now.
Yeah, but if you had 20 supermarkets, it's a different story.
Yep.
But the government can't just go giving people money to spend on groceries, because then all that happens is they just jack up the prices even more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.